If you recently bought a new dulcimer, your strings are probably in great shape. The most common configuration consists of 4 strings: the bass string, the middle string, and 2 strings close together, which are the melody strings. If you've purchased a dulcimer that's been used or on display for a while, the strings might be dull, stained with color, or even rusty, a sure sign that they need to be changed. You can buy sets of dulcimer strings that come 4 in a package, or, if you prefer, you can purchase individual steel guitar strings from any retailer. Strings come in various thicknesses or gauges. Good gauges to start with for dulcimer are .011 for the melody strings, .013 for the middle string, and .024 for the bass string. Take a look at the tailpiece of your dulcimer. If wooden or metal pegs are used, you'll need loop-end strings. If smaller metal posts are used, you can use either loop-end or ball-end strings. It's a good idea to leave your old strings on until you're ready to replace each one. That way, if your bridge is movable or loose, you won't have to reposition it. To begin, loosen the bass string using its tuning gear and remove it from the headstock and tailpiece of the instrument. A string winder can be used to help speed up the process. Uncoil the new string and attach it to the tailpiece. Then, carefully thread the pointy end through the hole in the tuning machine. Begin winding the tuner knob so that the string goes over the peg instead of under. Be sure to take up any slack. You should get the string wrapped about 3 times around the peg. As the string gets tighter, be sure to feed it through the appropriate slots cut into the bridge and nut. Your dulcimer may be set up for equidistant spacing as well as traditional spacing, meaning you'll have an additional 2 slots in the bridge and nut. These allow you to separate the melody strings while moving the middle string over 1 slot in order to have all 4 strings an equal distance apart. Repeat this process for the melody strings and then finally the middle string. A pair of wire cutters can be used to snip off excess string gathered at the headstock, or you can pinch the remaining string between your finger and a coin, squeezing along the length of the string end until it coils. Once you've got all the strings on the dulcimer, it's time to get it into tune. If you've got a tuner, set it close by the strum hollow, or if you've got a clip-on tuner, attach it to the headstock of the dulcimer. We'll tune the bass string to D, the middle string set to A, and the melody strings, or string, tuned to D. This is known as 158 or DAD tuning and is used for a number of popular tunes. Traditionally, the mountain dulcimer was played using a short stick of wood called a noter and a quill, usually a turkey feather. The quill was often stripped completely of its feathers and held in the right hand over the strum hollow. The noter was held in the left hand and positioned over the first 2 strings. While the quill was moved back and forth across all of the strings to create the rhythm, the noter was used to slide up and down the fingerboard only on the melody strings. A more modern approach involves using a pick in the right hand, and the fingers and thumb of the left hand are used to press down on the strings. There are many different types of picks available in many shapes, sizes, and materials. For starters, you may want to go with a light to medium pick. Hold the pick lightly between your thumb and index finger. Try not to grab it too tightly. A loose and relaxed grip is best. With the pointed edge directed straight down, let the pick come down a little beneath the string level and then brush across all of them in an outward motion. Then try the same movement back towards you. To play or fret a note, place your index finger on top of the melody strings just to the left of the 3rd fret, but don't push down. Pluck just the melody strings with your right hand and you'll hear a dull thumping noise. Now continue to pluck the melody strings with your right hand as you push down with your index finger until it makes a nice sound. Now try and move your finger around. Remember, always press down just to the left of the fret. As you can see, it's really easy. Now that we've covered the basics, let's start playing some tunes.